Minnesota, the land of 10,000 lakes. But beneath the beauty lies a darkness, a chill that runs deeper than any winter. In the whispering pines and the echoing silence, a legend lurks, the legend of the Wendigo. This is not just a scary story, it's a warning, a tale whispered around campfires, a reminder of the hunger that lurks within us all, and the monster it can unleash. The Wendigo waits in the shadows, watching, waiting. Prepare yourself. We're about to enter its domain. The Wendigo haunts the folklore of the northern tribes, the Ojibwe, the Cree. Their stories tell of a creature born of desperation and darkness. Imagine the harshest winter. Food is scarce, people are starving, survival is at stake. It's in these moments of despair that the Wendigo appears. It starts with a whisper on the wind, a feeling of dread. Then the creature reveals itself, a twisted mockery of humanity. The Wendigo embodies our darkest impulses. It reminds us that survival can come at a terrible cost, and that the line between man and monster is thin indeed. The Wendigo is the embodiment of hunger, a creature consumed by an insatiable appetite for human flesh. Its appearance is the stuff of nightmares. Imagine a towering figure, skeletal and emaciated. Its skin is stretched tight, revealing bone underneath. Its eyes burn with an unnatural hunger, and its teeth, rows of razor-sharp fangs perfect for tearing flesh. Some say it resembles a deer, its head a twisted skull, antlers reaching for the sky. Others describe matted fur and decaying flesh. No two accounts are exactly the same, but one thing is certain: to see the Wendigo is to know true terror. Its hunger is never satisfied. It roams the wilderness, driven by an insatiable need to feed, and its prey of choice? Humans. The Wendigo legend served a vital purpose. It was a cautionary tale for the harsh winters, a reminder of the dangers of greed and selfishness. Imagine a community facing starvation. Resources are dwindling. The temptation to take more than one's share grows strong. This is where the Wendigo comes in. The creature embodies the darkness that can consume a person driven by greed. It reminds us that our actions have consequences, and that putting ourselves above others can have monstrous results. The legend served as a powerful deterrent against selfishness. It encouraged sharing and community in the face of hardship. A reminder that to survive, we must rely on each other, not succumb to the monster within. Section 5. The Hunger Within, Wendigo Psychosis. The Wendigo legend wasn't just a story, it seeped into the very psyche of some individuals, leading to a terrifying phenomenon: Wendigo psychosis. Imagine the isolation of the wilderness, the constant fear of starvation. For some, the pressure became too much. They believed they were possessed by the Wendigo. These individuals exhibited disturbing behavior. They became withdrawn, irritable, and delusional. Some even experienced hallucinations and an overwhelming craving for human flesh. Wendigo psychosis serves as a chilling reminder of the power of belief and the fine line between legend and reality. Section 6. Encounters in the darkness, modern sightings. The legend of the Wendigo persists even today, a chilling reminder of the unknown lurking in the shadows. Whispers and rumors travel through small towns and logging camps, spreading tales of eerie encounters and unexplained phenomena. Some claim to have encountered the creature in the depths of the Minnesota wilderness, where the dense forests and harsh winters create a perfect hiding place for such a beast. Hunters speak of strange tracks in the snow, footprints that defy explanation, footprints too large for any man or beast, leaving them puzzled and uneasy. Hikers report eerie howls echoing through the trees, sounds that seem to come from nowhere and everywhere at once, sounds that send chills down their spines and make them question their sanity. Some encounters are more chilling, leaving an indelible mark on those who experience them. People describe seeing a tall, emaciated figure lurking in the shadows, its presence both terrifying and mesmerizing, its eyes burning with an unholy light that pierces the darkness and haunts their dreams. These witnesses often return from the woods forever changed, their minds plagued by the memory of what they saw, haunted by the image of the Wendigo and the fear that it might still be out there watching. The sightings are often dismissed as bare encounters or hallucinations, explanations that provide little comfort to those who have seen the creature. But some believe they are proof that the Wendigo is more than just a legend, that it is a real and terrifying presence in our world. It is a living, breathing nightmare, a reminder that there are still mysteries in the world that we cannot explain, and dangers that we cannot see until it is too late. Section 7. Shadows and Imagination Debunking the Myth. While the Wendigo stories are undeniably terrifying, we must approach them with a healthy dose of skepticism. These tales have been passed down through generations, often growing more elaborate and fearsome with each retelling. There's no scientific evidence to support the existence of this creature. Extensive research and exploration of the regions where Wendigo sightings are reported have yielded no concrete proof. Many sightings can be attributed to misidentification. In the dense, shadowy forests, it's easy to mistake a common animal for something more sinister. Bears, especially in low light, can appear unnaturally large and menacing. Their movements and sounds can be misinterpreted, especially by those unfamiliar with wildlife. Coupled with fear and imagination, it's easy to see how a bear could be mistaken for something more sinister. The human mind is powerful and can create vivid images and scenarios when influenced by fear. The wilderness plays tricks on the mind. The dense foliage, the play of light and shadow, and the eerie silence can all contribute to a heightened sense of fear and unease. Isolation and the fear of the unknown can lead to hallucinations and paranoia. When alone in the vast wilderness, every sound and shadow can seem like a threat. What people claim to see or hear might be more about their own internal fears than any real monster lurking in the woods. The mind can play tricks, especially when one is already on edge. While the Wendigo might not be real in the literal sense, its legend still holds power. These stories serve as cautionary tales, warning of the dangers of isolation, greed, and losing one's humanity. It reminds us of the darkness that resides within humanity and the importance of facing our fears head-on. The Wendigo legend, like many myths, serves as a mirror, reflecting our deepest anxieties and the moral lessons we need to heed. These tales, shared around campfires and whispered in the dark, connect us to our past and to each other. They remind us of the power of storytelling and the ways in which we use myths to make sense of the world around us. In the end, the Wendigo is a symbol of the unknown, of the fears that lurk in the dark corners of our minds, and of the stories that bind us together as a community. By understanding and debunking these myths, we can better understand ourselves and the world we live in. So, the next time you hear a rustle in the woods or see a shadow move, remember the power of the mind and the stories we've been told. Embrace the mystery, but also approach it with a critical eye. The real adventure lies in the balance between wonder and skepticism. Section 8. The Wendigo's enduring grip legends never die. The Wendigo continues to capture our imaginations, weaving its way through the fabric of our collective consciousness. It appears in books, movies, and TV shows, each portrayal adding another layer to its mystique. Its legend has transcended generations, evolving yet remaining eerily consistent in its core elements. Why does this creature still hold such a powerful grip on us? What is it about the Wendigo that continues to haunt our dreams and stories? Perhaps it's the primal fear of the unknown that the Wendigo represents. A fear that is deeply embedded in our psyche, the darkness that lurks at the edge of civilization, always just out of sight, yet ever present. Or maybe it's the reminder that even in the darkest of times, there's a spark of humanity within us that we must fight to protect. The Wendigo legend serves as a cautionary tale, a stark warning of the consequences of greed, selfishness, and the dangers of losing ourselves to our darkest impulses. It is a story that speaks to the very essence of what it means to be human. The Wendigo is not just a monster, it is a mirror reflecting our deepest fears and darkest desires. So the next time you find yourself in the wilderness, remember the Wendigo. Think of the stories that have been passed down through the ages. Listen closely to the whispers of the wind, for they carry the echoes of those who have come before us. Be careful not to lose yourself in the shadows, for the forest is a place where the line between reality and legend blurs. The Wendigo is a reminder that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves. It is a testament to the power of storytelling and the enduring nature of legends. As long as there are dark forests and cold winters, the Wendigo will continue to haunt our imaginations, the timeless spectre of our own making. So as you walk through the woods, remember the tales of old. Let them guide you, warn you, and remind you of the thin veil that separates the known from the unknown. For in the end, legends never die. They live on in our stories, our fears, and our imaginations, forever a part of the human experience. The Wendigo is more than just a legend, it is a part of us, a reflection of our deepest fears and our greatest hopes, and as long as we continue to tell its story, it will never truly fade away.